Don't bother sitting down, you're walking out of here with nothing. My sister Diane said it the second I stepped into the lawyer's office. Our mother had been gone 3 weeks. The will reading was set to start in 5 minutes, and Diane was standing between me and the conference table like a bouncer. I have as much right to be here as you, I said. You vanished. You moved 800 miles away and called twice a year. I'm the one who was here. She wasn't wrong. I'd left at 30 and gone quiet. Diane had stayed in town, driven mom to every appointment, sat with her through the hard nights. I sent flowers on Mother's Day. That was about it. The attorney, Ms. Oakway, waved us to our chairs. Diane's husband Grant sat beside her, looking at me like I'd tracked something in. I sat alone on my side. Ms. Oakway opened the folder. Your mother's estate is valued at roughly $1.1 million. The house, her retirement accounts, and cash. Diane's shoulders relaxed. Grant patted her knee. There are 2 beneficiaries. The will was last revised 9 months ago. 9 months ago. Mom was still alive and sharp 9 months ago. I'd missed her birthday that month. Didn't even text. To my daughter Diane, Ms. Oakway read, who never left my side, I leave my deepest gratitude and my love. Diane's smile flickered. That was the whole line. Gratitude and love. The remainder of my estate, all accounts and the property, I leave to my son, Marcus. The room went dead silent. Diane's face went blotchy. Grant stood halfway up. That's not possible, Diane said. I was there. Every single day when she was dying. He couldn't even get on a plane. That last part landed like a slap because it was true. When the call came that mom had hours left, I'd booked a flight. Then I sat at the gate and couldn't make myself walk down the jet bridge. By the time I forced myself onto a later one, she was already gone. Ms. Oakway, Diane said, turning to me, voice climbing. He got to her. He manipulated her when she was weak. I didn't know about any of this, I said. I swear. You showed up to one funeral and you're leaving with everything. Grant came around the table. Diane pulled out her phone and started recording. Ms. Oakway raised her voice. Your mother left a letter explaining her decision. I'm going to read it. Diane sat back down, arms crossed, jaw tight. To my children, Ms. Oakway read. Diane, you have been everything a mother could hope for. You stayed. You cared for me. I will be grateful to you until whatever comes after this. But Marcus needs this more than you do. You have a steady job, a home, a family. You are going to be all right. Diane laughed bitter. So I get punished for having my life together. Ms. Oakway kept going. I know Marcus stayed away out of shame, not shame of me, of himself, because I found the paperwork. I know about the diagnosis. I know he's been fighting it alone for 2 years and never said a word because he didn't want me to carry it while I was already sick. The room stopped. Diane turned and actually looked at me. Really looked. I'd dropped a lot of weight. I was wearing a long-sleeve shirt in June to cover the scar under my collarbone from the port. I'd scheduled my last round of treatment to finish 2 weeks before the funeral, specifically so I wouldn't show up looking like a patient. The treatment is experimental, Ms. Oakway read. Insurance denied it. The debt is enormous. This is not a punishment, Diane. This is my last chance to keep your brother here. Marcus, use it to fight. Live. That's all I want. I couldn't look up. You're sick, Diane said very quietly. Not a question. Stage 3. There's a program in Houston. It's the reason I moved. I told everyone it was a transfer at work. I've been trying to stay ahead of the bills and I can't. Why didn't you tell us? Mom was dying. I couldn't hand her one more thing to be afraid of. And you had the kids your whole life. I didn't want to be a weight on everybody. Grant had lowered the phone. He wasn't recording anymore. Diane's eyes were wet. Ms. Oakway slid an envelope across to me. There's one more note just for you. Inside, in Mom's unsteady handwriting, you'll feel guilty taking this. Don't. Your sister will be furious for a while, and then she won't be, because she loves you more than she's about to admit. Fight hard, and tell Diane the truth. She spent 2 years thinking you didn't care. She deserves to know her brother needed her all along. Diane stood up. For a second I braced. Then she crossed the room and put her arms around me, carefully, like she just realized I might break. You idiot, she said into my shoulder. We would have been there. All of it. You didn't have to do any of it by yourself. I'm in Houston now. Diane flew down for the first cycle and hasn't missed one since. The latest scans came back better than anyone expected.